Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Well, it still is just morning. It's 10 to 12. So I'm going to be doing some cooking. I've got my favourite vloggers, Chelsea Ellington's live streaming Animal Crossing at the moment. So I'm watching her. If I remember, and you know I'm not very good at remembering, I will try and link down below the her channel. So yeah, and I'll try and link down below the recipe I am cooking today. So yeah, I'll turn you around. Okay, so I've got some pastry. I've got pastry here. I've just taken out of the freezer. I should have taken it out before, but I forgot. 2 sheets there, and then I've got the rest here. And I'll take you over. But first I'm just going to, sorry Chelsea if you're watching, but I've just got to turn the volume down. And I'll just watch you. So what I'm making is chicken and sweet corn pies. So I've just written down the recipe of the chicken and sweet corn pie mix, because that's mainly all I need to write down at the moment. The rest of it I know what to do, but for you guys I will I'll make myself remember to link it down below. And that, so I'm going to start getting that ready, and I'll come back and show you where I'm up to in a minute. Okay guys, so I'm just chopping the onion. I have this not so fancy little thing that is with blade. I'm not even showing it to you, that's how good a vlogger I am. I have this thing I use, it's a chopper, just so it chops it nice and finely. Put onion in, so this is 1 onion. It was a decent sized one, but yeah, so I've done that. I got my chicken here and I'm just going to chop it up. I use rotisserie chicken. I just pulled it apart, not shredded. You could probably shred it, but I just chop it up into little chunks. That way, just saves me some time, because even though the recipe is, I've just written 500 grams of chicken chopped, or 500 grams of chopped rotisserie chicken. No, I don't know if you can see that. But it says chicken thighs in the recipe, but you can use whatever chicken you have. And as I said, to save me some time, I just used the rotisserie chicken like that. This is some of one from Costco and some of one from Woolies, because you know Matthew likes eating the thighs and the drumsticks of the chicken. He's not a big fan of the breast, so it's mostly breast in there as well, but it's also thigh and meat off the drumstick and all that in there from the second chicken. So that's that. I'm going to get everything else prepared in advance, and then I will start cooking it. Okay, so this update, I have chopped up the chicken, not all of it, there's still some bits in there, but I think that's going to be plenty. If I want to add some more, I can. So I'm just going to set that aside. I have a couple of pieces have gone to this guy over here. He loves chicken. It's the very first thing we fed him. So yeah, I've done that. So now I'm going to get onto the rest. Now the recipe does say spring onions, but unfortunately I don't have any. But that's okay. If you don't have any, you don't have to specifically go out and buy some. The last time I made this, I didn't use the spring onions anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm just going to do all this. Hey guys, so after I did the onions, sauteed the onions, added the garlic, let that cook for about a minute or 2, and then I added my chopped up chicken, the tins of corn. Now it says, you know, 2 cups or 1 tin, you know, of corn kernels drained. But what I do is add extra corn, but I add a tin of creamed corn because I like it creamy, and it also just gives it that little bit extra corn, a little bit extra mixture, so it goes a little bit further. You could probably make a couple more pies out of it. So I did that, added everything. I added the cream as well, 1 cup of cream, but I added a little bit more just to stretch it a little bit more. But yeah, you may think if it gets to this stage like this, like mine is, that it is thick enough, but I made that mistake once before making this, thinking I was thick enough, I don't need to add the corn flour slurry mix. No, you do need to add it. So I've done that. I've got the corn flour in here, I've just got to add the water to it. So it's 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon. I've still got Chelsea going up there, but I've just turned the volume down a little bit so I could film this. And yes, I'm going to do that, and then once that's thickened, and that I'll show you what I'll do next. Alright everyone, so I've just turned that off, taken this off the heat. I've moved it over here so it'll cool quicker, so now I've just got to let it cool. I really didn't need to take the pastry out yet, but I did, but that's alright. We'll see what happens. I probably could take this out and put it in a bowl to cool quicker, but I think I'll just leave it there. And I'm going to move on to something else. I'm not sure. Okay, so I accidentally pressed stop recording, but I've got to get things out of the cover. A nice close up for you. The steamer out. I have this benchtop steamer. I'm actually eventually going to get rid of it because it's just really annoying to get out and put out. I just want to get stovetop saucepan steamers. So, and I'm knocking everything down just to try and get to this one thing. Plus, we don't have a lot of room, so I want to make up space. And there's things that we don't use, like we got rid of an old popcorn maker because we bought a new one. We're going to get rid of our ice cream maker. We used it once and we weren't really too, you know, didn't really impress us much. It's too much trouble and hassle for us. So, yeah, this is dirty, got to clean this, but this is our sausage roll maker. So that's mainly what I was going to do today, make pies and sausage rolls. So I'm doing the chicken and corn pies, but this mixture is so nice, just eating it by itself. But it's also nice too in a sandwich. It would probably be really nice in a toasted sandwich. I might just sacrifice 1 or 2 pies and make myself a couple of toasted sandwiches instead. Okay guys, I'm not 100% sure how these are really going to turn out because I don't know where the little cutters are that cut the pastry out to the right size. So I just used a lid, and both bottom and top are the same size of pastry, but we'll see how it turns out afterwards. I have sprayed it with some olive oil spray and got it in there and got the mixture in there too. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't like egged the top or anything. I'm just going to see how it goes. And yeah, and I also just wait for that heat up a bit. One of the broken bits of pastry that I had, so what I did is I got some of that mixture and I put it in a little parcel in there in the oven to see how that goes, and do that. So yeah, so mixture there. I'm not sure. I should get a dozen pies out of this mix, even with that other amount that I have in the oven. So yeah, I'm just going to clean up a bit now, put these pies on to cook, and yeah, then figure out what I'm going to do. Okay guys, so these are the first 4. I probably could have left it a little bit longer to get a bit more colour on them, but they're crispy and fine. It's just the extra pastry came out. That's still cooked, so that's fine. It's all fine. So yes, got them there cooling. I've got another lot in cookie 4 in there cooking. Then I've got 1 sheet of pastry there, full sheet left. So what I'll do is I'll do 2 more pies, and then I have heaps of extra stuff that I'm just putting in the fridge for later, and I'll roll them out later. So I can use that pastry for other things. But I also have another pack of the Pampers puff pastry in the freezer, because I knew I would need more. So I bought 2 packs. And it's the light puff pastry, which is what we like to use. So even this, look at this. This still looks so nice. But yeah, so I'm just going to scrunch that up, roll that up, and I just wrap it up in this paper that it comes on, and put in the fridge. Okay guys, so there are 9 pies there. I have eaten 1. It was nice, but I think I needed to put more seasoning in it. So I think I needed to put a little bit more salt and pepper in it. As the recipe says, it's just seasoned to taste, to what you like. Yeah, I think I needed to put a little bit more salt and pepper in it, but these are all good there. And I still have plenty of mixture left, so I reckon I could probably make another 8 maybe. But what I'm going to do with this mixture is put it in a container and put it in the fridge. And yeah, I'll make it another time, and I might do something different with them. So that's what I'm going to do. I was going to do some more cooking and that, but I can't be bothered, so I'm just going to put these 3 things in the fridge and yeah, do that. So I just want to relax.